Hey guys, Ryan Burke here at NAB 2026 with Rode microphones. And what I'm going to be talking about in this video is the new RØDELink II UHF wireless system. Now this is Rode's first UHF wireless system, and for those unaware of what UHF wireless is, basically you've got two different types of wireless system. You've got the ones that operate in the 2.4 gigahertz license-free band like the Wireless Pro, the Wireless Go, and those systems are designed to turn on, automatically handle all of their frequency allocations and just switch automatically, and they're kind of a plug and play system. Now, when you're in really challenged environments, say like a corporate event where you've got a panel talk at the back of a room and you're going to have the camera much further away, you can use the UHF frequency band, which is there to be used for audio devices transmitting wirelessly. And that means you can have dedicated frequencies. You don't have to worry about things like other noisy sources like devices in the room, or even body blocking or obstacles or any of that. So you get really, really stable wireless where you can set specific frequencies. So let me tell you about the features of the RØDELink II, because it sounds like a complicated system, but we have made UHF wireless as easy as it's ever been. Now the RØDELink II system was designed with filmmakers in mind, where you are the type of operator where you're running audio and video at the same time. Now, what we see time and time again with a lot of UHF systems is that you've got a lot of complicated workflows where you're setting frequencies on your transmitter and your receiver, or your infrared syncing. You don't have to do any of that with the RØDELink system. You have a simple sync button on the receiver, and once it's been paired to, on the transmitter, and once it's been paired to your receiver, this system now is all fully controlled by the receiver. So when you get your RØDELink II system, it comes already paired out of the box, and the receiver is really intelligent. It has a sub-gigahertz communication layer to coordinate all the frequencies, all of your battery life, even your onboard recording right from the receiver. So the RØDELink II receiver does quite a few things. First of all, you've got a nice big record button on top, and when you press that, you are recording in 32-bit floating point on each of the transmitters. It's really important because it means that even if you have your receiver off, or if you have an issue with your camera, the audio is always recorded in complete high fidelity, 32-bit floating point, 48 kilohertz audio on the transmitter. The way that works is you've got a little removable battery here, and there's a micro SD card slot right here in the transmitter to be able to record that audio, and you can use any size SD card. You've got a standard 3.5mm input on the top of the transmitter. And then on the receiver, you can see you've got two different outputs here. You've got a audio output, which is just a stereo 3.5 out that you can either go 3.5mm into your camera, or you can split it out into XLRs. And you also have a dedicated timecode port. This is so that you can have timecode running into your camera or into any other timecode device, as well as receiving timecode, say for instance, if you wanted to jam sync timecode on this system. The important part about that is the timecode is also printed on the recordings on the transmitters. So what that means is you can get up and running, you can have everything fully synchronized, even if you have your camera on and off during the shoot, the audio can continue running. Now, you've got a nice little OLED display here on the transmitter. So when I turn that on, you'll see the RØDELink II interface pop up here, and I can click through. It's a touch screen, as well as having the little tactile buttons here. And the receiver can also output audio over USB. So a really cool thing that we've done with this system is we've enabled it to be able to work with future workflows. There's a lot of cameras that can host USB audio devices now. You may want to be able to run it into another device, even like a smartphone, for instance, to be able to receive audio in this system. So we've really thought of all of the different workflows that you might have for this system. Now, the way that the frequency selection works is you turn on the system, it'll automatically scan the available UHF frequency band, and it'll pick the best two frequencies per transmitter to transmit on. It'll give you a primary frequency and a backup frequency. And why that's important is because this system, being an intelligent system, will automatically monitor the link, and it will switch frequencies if it detects that there's any interference on that link. So the other nice thing here is that it's also adaptive output power. So one thing with a lot of UHF systems is people tend to turn them up to their maximum output power so that they have the best link possible, even in busy environments. But what that can do is run your battery life down quicker. With the RØDELink II system, it is adaptive, and the receiver is constantly monitoring that link and telling the transmitter to turn up or turn down its output power, which makes sure that you have a perfect link at all times, but also preserves battery life on the transmitters. Now the whole system comes with 2 lavalier microphones, a really nice case to keep it all together, the 3 batteries to use in the system, all of your antennas, cables, all the stuff that you need. And it is available in the middle of the year, and it is $1,499 for the set. So you can get more information at rode.com.